And I actually need to get us live Wednesday. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. I actually want to go live in the Facebook group, not only to share about the product spotlight that we're doing tonight, which is the Helichrysum, but also because it's technically October 1st, Mountain Time. So all the new promotions for the month got released. So I'm going to ask that somebody take us through the oily protocol while I get us live in the Facebook group. So I have a volunteer. Oh, Diana? Yay! Okay, awesome. Go ahead and unmute yourself, and I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and go live in the Facebook group.
Good evening, ladies, and if there's a gentleman out there, can you hear me? Okay. Would you take an oil of your choice? Tonight I'm going to mix two. I like cedar wood and aroma touch together, so I'm using both because I need both tonight. Put a couple drops in your hand. Mix them if you're going to, like I am. Rub them together. Take 3 deep breaths and really feel it inside. Again. Can you smell it? Can you feel it going inside your body? I feel it in mine. My lungs feel it. One more time. Put some on you if you'd like. I always like it on my neck. Now take your hand over your heart, if you're so inclined, and repeat after me. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. Thank you. I'll mute myself now. If you haven't tried cedar wood and aroma touch together, you ought to try it. It's really nice.
Thanks so much, Diana. And I love that combination. That's definitely one that I've never used before, and it sounds amazing.
It's minty. You'll like it because it's minty.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a try. Thank you so much. Cedarwood is a really powerful oil to help people calm down, one that's popularly used at night for sure. But I have to admit, it's not one that I use often. So thanks for the tip.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone. So we have a really great, actually jam-packed night tonight. So we're going to kind of dive right in. Before I turn it over to Tasha and Mata, let me just take a minute to talk a little bit about the month, because October promos are technically live. Please do not put in your orders until after at least 10 o'clock Hawaii time. This is really critical, you guys. Never put in orders until after at least 10 o'clock Hawaii time, just because there's this whole night owl period and it's really a nightmare. So anyway, let me tell you about the promos. First of all, the wellness kits are live. Okay. So, and I don't know if they're like live right this second you can order them, but October 1st in the morning is what doTERRA said. So Mountain Standard Time, you and your customers can begin to add the wellness program kits and tracks into your LRPs. So that is crazy exciting. Not only is that exciting, but there is a 200 PV promo. And I think the last one we had was a free Immortel. So for those of you that are new, every so often, doTERRA is crazy generous and gives us a 200 PV promo. And what that means is that for first time, for enrollment orders, for one-time orders, and for LRP orders, if you do a 200 product volume order, you will get free products. This month, there are 4 free products, okay? A free Digestin soft gel, a free Digestin oil, Oh, teacher mistake. Teacher mistake. A free peppermint, a calmer, and a tamer. So two of our rollers from the kids collection, which the kids collection as a whole set is currently out of stock. I'm guessing that it's issues with the packaging of the kids kit itself, but they're giving us two of those oils. So in there. So calmer and tamer, and digestin soft gels, and peppermint. Okay. So super exciting. This is such a great time when people do the wellness kits and then they do additional add-ons, and plus they get their LLV and all of the things that they normally buy from their monthly order. 200 PV is going to be super easy to do. The free product of the month is clove. And Rose Touch is 15% off this month. Okay. Now, of the new products that were released at convention, the only one that's actually available this month is the Helichrysum Touch. And we're super excited to have Mata on here tonight. And she's going to be sharing with us about Helichrysum. So it's perfect that this new touch roller was debuted at convention. And that is one of the products that is live. Okay. So I think that's it. Let me check the chat real quick. Let's see. Jules said, just in relationship to the cedarwood aroma touch, I've been putting aroma touch on the bottoms of her kids' feet in the morning before homeschooling, and it's done wonders. Going to try to add cedarwood for bedtime. And Cami said, I've never tried aroma touch before. It's one of our it's our massage blend, and it's actually perfect because it's one of the oils that's in the first of the relief series. It so if you haven't gotten that, get on that relief series wellness track. All right, I am going to mute myself and I'm going to turn it over to Tasha, and I'll be back for a little bit in a little bit.
Hi. So I guess Mata had a misunderstanding. She thought she was just listening in for her favorite oil, but okay. So can I share my screen? Okay.
Did you want to do your quick shout out first, and then I'll give you
Yeah.
privileges?
So I just wanted to do a shout out to Janelle for stepping up and teaching product education with me on Thursday. And that's like great because she has 2 kids, you know, no excuses. They're right next to her, and I'm just super proud of her. Sorry, I'm like extra nervous now.
No worries, Sasha. Listen, we can open up the Helichrysum topic. I'm sure Mata will be happy to share her favorite ways, and so will a lot of people.
I don't mind sharing what I know. I had a misunderstanding.
No worries, it's perfect.
Go Mata.
I really love Helichrysum, and I can totally share how you use it. That's fine with me.
Awesome. Yeah, we would love to hear, and then we can open it up to the team and have the team share as well. Tasha's putting a quick slide up there for us to just refer to with the new Helichrysum Touch. But yeah, let's just open it up to the team. Mata, please share with us your favorite ways. Tasha mentioned this is your favorite oil. Tell us why.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite oils, I guess, mainly because I use it in my body scrubs. And it's one of the oils I can actually put on my face. I have a lot of sensitivity to so many of the oils, like peppermint, which is one of the first ones that I'm introduced to. And I had so much enthusiasm about peppermint because the peppermint brownies are like, wow. But ingesting it is totally different for me than it is to use it topically. And anyhow, I started making chocolate scrubs and like coffee scrubs, salt, and brown sugar happens to be my favorite with Helichrysum, I think, and kind of a mix with like brown sugar and salt. But Helichrysum I like to mix up with a geranium and do like a like a head scrub kind of for my hair. It's my daughter, Kayla. She also gets her head scrubbed as well. But yeah, I appreciate part of its um, the restorative treats for the skin, for scarring, and I also have a lot of stretch marks from being Hapai. And I feel like abdominal massage with Helichrysum has really helped me with my stretch marks, but also abdominal massage is something I've really gotten into a lot lately. And I feel like Helichrysum has a really nice scent to it for something like that. But that's my relationship with Helichrysum, the restorative oil that's also really good for your digestive system, which is what I was trying to tie into the whole abdominal massage with Helichrysum.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really powerful, and I love that you made the connection to its restorative properties on so many levels. Let's see. Let's go into the chat. First of all, yes, there are so many shout outs we could give this month, all of our Silver Club participants. So yes, great job, Cami and Michael. So awesome. Marissa, Laura Silva hit premiere. So many things. So I promise we will continue to celebrate you guys and keep getting those shout outs in the chat. So Laura Shopner, who is our resident esthetician and skin guru, shared with us that Helichrysum is honestly one of the best things for scars. So thanks for that tip. Kanan said that was one of her go-to oils after vein surgery, along with rosemary and cypress. Cypress is really great oil of circulation and flow. So cypress is definitely one, and then combined with Helichrysum and all of that skin restoring properties. Fraser said it's my favorite to use for scars. It worked wonders for her face. Can you just pop like unmute, or did you dilute it, or did you put it on neat, or what did you do?
I would put my moisturizer on first with frankincense, and then I would just, if this was the Helichrysum bottle, I would just turn it upside down and then go over those spots. So I already have my moisturizer on.
Okay, great. Thanks for the tip. Does anybody else want to unmute and share, or at least put in the chat at all how they use this oil? Jennifer?
I'll jump in.
Okay,
sorry.
perfect. No, go for it, Kate.
I really didn't use Helichrysum too often. I added to skin things here and there, but after convention, we were talking about how Helichrysum helps with nosebleeds, and I just kept that in my mind. And then, like a week ago, Rhea out of the blue got a nosebleed, which actually was because she was digging her nose. Too much information, yes. But anyway, I ran to get a cotton ball and put some drops of Helichrysum, and then kind of stuck it up there, and then within 2 minutes it stopped. So yeah, it was incredible because it was flowing pretty bad. So yes, use Helichrysum for those bloody noses when you never know when they're going to come. Just don't pick your nose. I'm just going to say that. Still teaching that to my 7-year-old. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Caleb asks, is it good for uneven skin tone? That's a great question. Tasha put in there, it's considered our liquid Band-Aid for sure. So if you have something, pretty open, pretty severe, putting a drop of Helichrysum neat on it is going to really help. Diana said it was her number one oil she scanned for today on her iTovi, and then she went and listened to our call with Erin Fugate. And if you guys didn't catch that call, the recording is up. That was seriously one of the most epic team calls and guest speakers we had ever had. So you guys need to watch the recording of that. It wasn't just biz. I feel like it was such a small part of biz. It was just so great. So Tawny said awesome for bee stings and bug bites. Tasha said she used it when her nephew cut his eye open and it healed with no scar in a few days. And then Jen Reichart, do you want to share with us real quick? Why don't you unmute yourself? You're getting some questions.
Sure thing. Yeah. So what Kate said about nosebleeds, now I got my theories going in my head, because my doctor, when I have really bad tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears, and I had vertigo attacks and yada yada, it's probably like something that stops the blood flow, and maybe like, just kind of not coagulant, but tinnitus has something to do with high pressure in the ears, the blood, so it just pulls that blood flow away from the ears, maybe. Who knows how it works, but I'm really curious with the nosebleeds too. But so I would place it, if you have ringing in the ears that are really bad, I put it down the eustachian tubes just topically. They say don't stick it in your ear, but I was always tempted, so sometimes I put a little on my finger and just get in there. But I would just do it as added measure, but you're just supposed to massage the eustachian tubes and leave it there for tinnitus. So I don't know. Yeah, that was a doctor telling me that. And this is like 8 years ago. So yeah.
That's an amazing tip. And actually the rule about putting oils in your ear is like not putting a drop of it in your ear. So what you did, Jen, I think is totally fine. It's very similar to what I do for ear discomfort. I put either a drop of basil or a drop of melaleuca and a cotton ball tip, and I wedge it in. So I imagine it's kind of the same thing, but that was a really great share. Thanks for.
I was stoked to hear what Kate said too, because I'm like, aha, teacher thought. I'm like, there's a connection. It's got to be the same function that whatever it does, it's,
I love
doing
that.
something for blood flow.
Okay, I'm going to read the rest of the comments. That was phenomenal. See, Tosh, no stress. We just open it up to the team. It's all good. Okay, so Fraser's mom is sharing a story. Fraser saying, I don't remember you doing that. Probably because I thought oils were whack back then. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to kind of scroll up. I'll tell you Fraser's mom's story. She put it on her youngest when he split his face open years ago. Yeah, she did think oils were whack back then. So there you go. Stitches inside and out, and you can barely see the wound today. Michael shared allergies. It's helpful for allergies. Cami asked, not a huge fan of the smell, but what do you recommend to add it to? So Fraser mentioned that she puts it in her Aoi blend. That's one of the oils that she added. Tasha, I share that. Tani. Laura Silver said for eczema, psoriasis, it's an anti-inflammatory and extremely healing, that liquid Band-Aid, and helps for bruises. So, I mean, again, anything that you're dealing with skin, it could really, really help with that. Marissa said, someone help. There was such a fun fact from convention, something about helping protect from the sun after so much use. I know. Is it helichrysum or sandalwood that has natural SPF properties? I don't know if that's what you're thinking of, Marissa, or if you're thinking of it as like an after sun. I mean, it would be great in an after sun spray too as well. But I'm not sure if it's sandalwood that has natural SPF. So in a lot of DIY sunscreen recipes, one of those shows up. All right.
Hey.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I think Lisa Zimmer did her video too on like kits, and she was like gonna go down to the pool or something, and I think that's what she said about the Helichrysum. She's like, oh really, it can protect you from the sun? I think she was Googling it, and so she like rubbed it all over.
Okay, it must be Helichrysum then. So that's
it was.
Yeah, that's a great one. So that must be the fun fact that you were talking about, Maris. Okay, let's see. Kehao said, Kehao Munoz, you'll have to tell me how to pronounce that the next time we're together. Speeds up bone repair for broken bones. Yeah, a broken bone protocol I've heard often is Helichrysum and cypress as well together. If you don't like the smell, maybe try combining it with yarrow palm or mix it with your moisturizer so it's more diluted. And Kate said she did a couple drops and wedged that cotton ball right up Miss Rhea's nose. I'm going to rewatch and post the fun fact in the group later. I keep watching so much info to absorb. Absolutely. So let's wrap up our talk about Helichrysum while I share from the Emotions book a little bit about this oil as well. Helichrysum for pain. Helichrysum is an amazing healer of emotional pain. It aids the walking wounded, those with a history of difficult life circumstances, trauma, self-destruction, loss, or abuse. These individuals need the powerful spiritual support that Helichrysum offers. It gives strength and endurance to the wounded soul who must keep on living despite past difficulties. I'm like chicken skin head to toe, FYI, right now. Just FYI, especially because I'm reading it, I think. The oil restores confidence in life and in the self, giving the individual strength to carry on. Helichrysum has a powerful relationship with the light of the sun. It imbues joy and hope for living. Helichrysum takes hurt souls by the hand, guiding them through life's difficulties. If individuals can persevere, this oil can take them into new heights of spiritual consciousness. Helichrysum offers hope that their emotional wounds can be healed. Following this spiritual healing and transformation, Helichrysum can teach individuals to have gratitude for their trials. It helps them to see that if they had not been wounded, they would not have sought healing that resulted in a spiritual rebirth. Just as the phoenix dies and rises from its ashes, so might an individual be raised from turmoil. Helichrysum lends its warrior spirit so that one may face adversities with courage and determination. It brings hope to the most discouraged of souls and life to those in need of rebirth. So, yeah, there's that. The negative emotions that it helps to support is intense emotional pain, anguish, trauma, hopelessness, despairing, and wounded. But the positive properties it promotes is healing, courage, hope, transformation, perseverance, and determination. Some companion oils, so Cami may be going to these as ways to pair it, is the doTERRA Hope blend, which would make a lot of sense. Deep blue, ginger, wintergreen, lime, Siberian fir, and peppermint. And besides all the topical applications that we mentioned for physical, topical application for emotional support includes applying 1 to 3 drops over the heart or wherever pain is being experienced. All right. That was a pretty epic product share. Kanan put in the chat thinking of Erin's call. She talked a lot about trauma and healing from trauma, and that's why she talked a lot about Helichrysum. So Kailana, Tia, so glad you guys are on the call, and absolutely I feel Jen Reichart, Phoenix roller, baby. Seriously, a Phoenix roller blend. That would be epic. Okay. All right. So we are going to, Tosh did an amazing job of creating a presentation for tonight about consistency, and I can't wait for her to share it. But unfortunately, I'm really worried about time because I do have some updates from about the wellness kits, okay? So thank you to all of you that are watching on our Essential Island Living team page. I'm actually going to stay live on that page because some of these updates that I'm going to share with you guys have to do with the wellness kits and everybody needs to probably hear that. So last week, I made a big mistake. I told you guys that the kits could be used as enrollment kits. I had seen that somewhere, and I should have learned my doTERRA lesson a while ago, never to trust anything until I'd seen it from corporate. So it is confirmed these are not enrollment kits. They're not, they can't even be added to an enrollment order. They are LRP only, okay? So tonight I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about some of the reminders about what you can and you cannot do with these kits. I will post these graphics in the builders group for you to refer to, but I'm just going to go over them here and open it up for Q&A. So you can order from different tracks. If you wanted to, you could have all 3 tracks open. And in fact, you can order up to 4 of each track a month. So say in a family, 2 people were using the mind and mood track. You could technically have 2 of those tracks in your LRP cart. So you can have up to 4 of each of the different tracks, okay? You can choose up to 3 add-ons per track, but they have to be unique add-ons. So what does that mean? With LLV, if you wanted to get LLV and 3 deep blue polyphenol complex, you could do that. With these kits, you cannot do that. So here's an example of the immunity kit. Some of the add-ons include turmeric, dual chamber soft gels, copaiba, and On Guard soft gels. You could get 1 of each of those, but you couldn't get 3 of the turmeric dual chamber soft gels. So they have to be unique. Now, if you have 2 wellness tracks, though, you could get 3 unique ones from one track and 3 unique ones from the other track, okay? If at any time you have any questions, pop them in the chat, and then I'll stop at the end of each of my little slides I have here. The idea behind this is this idea of being able to set it and forget it, right? We set it and we forget it. I want to caution you as customers and as builders, helping your customers, that if they do set it and forget it with add-ons, those add-ons stay the same the next month, okay? So if you get the immune kit and you add on 1 of each of the soft gels, and then the next month you get the, the immune kit, the following month, immune kit 2, those add-ons will remain. So while setting and forgetting is ideal, if you want to change your add-ons, take them off, change them to other ones, you do need to go in and update and edit your LRP. I want to highly recommend to everyone that no one have a ship date before the 5th of the month. You can always process your order early. So one of the things I want to encourage you guys to do to, support your customers this month is really, besides reaching out and sharing with them about these programs, a lot of our people on social media know about them. All of our people that aren't on social media probably don't. So they're going to need some education, but also helping people to just have later ship dates, at least after the 5th of every month, so that they have time to update their carts, take advantage of promos, and make any changes that they need to make. And remind them they can always ship now. So those are the things you can do. What you cannot do is, again, enroll with them. You cannot use points for them. So these kits are heavily discounted, right? Just like with Lifelong Vitality Pack as a kit, or any, we have like this essential skincare line comes as a kit. And if you try to use points, some of those items you can use points for, but what they do is they break apart the cost of each of the items in the kit. So for an LLV pack, you'll end up using over 150 points, even though the PV is 60 and the cost is $79.50. These probably will have the points option completely turned off of it anyway, but just let your customers know that they cannot use points. You cannot skip kits. You cannot say, oh, I just want kit 3 because it has that mini whatever. You have to go in the order. You cannot skip. So if you got the convention kit and any of the add-on kits, you have to start back at track 1. Those were like preview kits. And actually a couple of things changed, right? So, okay. You cannot receive the kits out of order. Again, so you can't mix and match. And you cannot purchase it as a one-time order. It won't let you do that. Okay, you have to purchase it as an LRP. All right, let me pop into the chat real quick and see if there are any questions. Jestack asked if correct X, if Helichrysum was incorrect X. I believe so, yes. Okay, awesome. So no other questions. I want to keep on keeping on them. Okay, I think that's all I have for our customers, and it's in deep blue too. Okay. Oh, Helichrysum. Sorry. Okay. All right. Goodbye, Facebook. group. I'm going to stop the live stream there, but I'm still recording. All right. So I stopped that because now I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about how we can really take advantage of these kits to help support and educate our customers. So some of the suggestions that were given from corporate, if you didn't get to see the recorded call with Jake Reese from corporate, it was really, really good. So it's linked in the Facebook group. I would definitely check that out. But one of the things that they said was to just really make a list of people, reach out and schedule wellness consults. And so this is across the board, not just with your new members. So everybody that you've enrolled from last month, or technically for us this month and prior, returning members, inactive members, people that aren't on LRP or those that are on low LRP. So basically really everyone, okay? And so when we think about our daily method of operation, and I know Tasha was going to share tonight about being consistent. I think all these people are coming off of Facebook into the Zoom room. When we talk about that, you know, and this idea of DMO and following up with 2 people a day, this could really be your goal during this month, is to really personally follow up with 2 customers a day to share with them about these new kits and the benefits of them. One suggestion was that you experience the tracks together. And I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I kind of need everything. So I'm trying to think like which track I'm going to get first. It's really hard for me. I think it's going to be mind and mood because adaptive is life right now. So I think that's going to be my first track that I'm going to kind of go through. But with your own little, you know, teams or communities, maybe say, hey, we're all going to, you know, start off or try this particular kit. Do you want to join us this month? Collaborate with other builders to improve and innovate. So we will keep revisiting these wellness kits this month and beyond to kind of discuss what's working and what's not and brainstorm solutions for moving forward. And then I wanted to give time in this space to just brainstorm together now tonight and kind of talk about that. They gave a couple of scenarios that I thought were really helpful to former sharers and builders that have maybe fizzled. So I'm going to tell you guys, our team just exploded during the pandemic, right? We used to have team calls. We would have like 20 people, 25 people. I mean, we'd have a solid screen worth of people. I can go back to pics when there was like 8 to 10 of us as well. And it was a huge time of growth. And I'm going to tell you guys, the truth is people have a hard time sustaining this business when it's not easy. It's really easy to give up when it's hard. It's really easy to do when it's easy and people are coming to you and are ready to get started because everybody's, you know, scared to death about death, really, right? And their health. Okay. So this is a great opportunity for us to try to reconnect with the people who consider them sharers and builders, but really aren't doing the actions that are associated with sharing and building. And I just want to put it out there. There is no judgment in this. Everybody goes through crap. Everybody goes through seasons of life. A lot of you have found a renewed passion for sharing the oils because you found yourself in a space that gives you a little bit of time to do that. This is your time to maximize that because life will go back to some semblance of what we know as normal. And then you have to decide, how important is this business to you? How important is sharing these oils to you? And so, you know, if you've been in that season, or maybe you're in it right now, reach out to your upline. If you're on this call, you want to do this business. Maybe there are things that are holding you back. Maybe it's your limiting beliefs. We have a free 1.5 hour training with a Tony Robbins trainer, October 10th at 8:30 a.m. Posted in the biz group, sent an email, sending a reminder email. Register for that. Come on that. I know Fraser had an awesome team call with another huge direct sales trainer. So maybe it's, you know, your limiting beliefs about what you can and can't do. Maybe it's time. I totally understand the time thing, but if you're here, that means you want this. So let us help you make that happen. And I think these wellness programs are a great, easy way for us to all get back to one, using our products in a more thoughtful and careful way. And then also helping other people see the value as well. Personal engagement, I think, with this is everything, you guys. I do a lot of mass texts and emails and all of that stuff. I also do a lot of personal stuff. Every day, I'm personally connecting with builders and customers. And I think that that's really, really important. And then also, obviously, you know, possibly sharers and builders that aren't even ordering themselves anymore, that maybe have disconnected with the products themselves. All right, so let me come into the chat, and then I'm gonna shut up and let you guys share. Okay, yeah, Kanani, I could have guessed On Guard. I mean, Ray said, yeah, great goal, 2 to 3 customers a day. You guys, honest to God, you can do your DMO in 30 minutes a day. Now, if you get engaged in conversation with people, it could go a little bit longer, but 2 to 3 customers per day follow up. These kits aren't about finding new people, right? These kits are about making sure the people that have already said yes to us are being nurtured and nourished and educated and supported. So Kanan's going On Guard. Tasha says, if you cancel or decide to start again, it will ask you if you want to start back at 1 or move to kit 2. That is absolutely correct, Tosh. Yes, immunity. Mind and mood for Fraser. I think I'm kind of there. Distance learning is killing her. Janice said, yay, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Tasha. Tosh, you're doing such a good job of rocking it in the comments. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mute and unmute. Share in your chat what track you're going to probably get started with. And then anybody have any questions, ideas they want to share? This is a great time for us to brainstorm and mastermind together. So comments are blowing up, but nobody's unmuting themselves.
I'll talk. Sorry, I'm in the dark.
No, you're fine. Thanks.
That last half hour from 7:30 to 8 killed me. So I'm in the dark lying on the floor.
You made it.
I know. God. Thanks to my builders. Thank you. I appreciate you. Speaking of reaching out personally to people, I'm going to say her name again, but Lisa Zimmer talked about, you know, like we're going into the next 3 biggest months of our business, especially with these kits being released, and November with the holiday stuff. And then in December, hopefully they give us that 200 frankincense promo that they always do. But I know. But she had a good idea about looking at what people are ordering or not ordering, and then printing out make intakes for them and sending an envelope to them with a little like handwritten note, and how important it is to just personally reach out to people, because we can send a text message super easily, but connecting with everybody who hasn't been ordering is probably going to be the best option. So like you said, reach out to them and like have that conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so critical. And you know, I gotta tell you guys, I had this random idea over summer to do postcards, and it was like, in theory, it was a brilliant idea. And I want to actually do it again because I got so much positive feedback about it. And so I know I didn't like handwrite anything on it, but I think people like really appreciated it. But it was a kind of a logistical nightmare because think about how many I sent, and stamps being like 35 cents a piece. So yeah, it was like 1,000. So that was insane. But I just sort of bouncing off the idea of this personalization, like that felt really personal to people, even though it was like a mass mail out. So definitely, I think so. Tasha said I have an assistant now. Yeah. Yeah, for sure she's doing the next mail out. I'll tell you that much right now. I love that, Michael. Thank you. I just always feel like personalized is what people respond to, you know? All right, let's get in the chat. I know a lot of people said, Tosh, you saved yours. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes, some updates. Guys, Jai is amazing. Do we want to just give Jai a huge like whoop whoop? Yes, absolutely. So he has, and also, and I shout them all the time, Aisha and Fraser too. Thank you guys for the graphic, for what you guys do for the community. It's so invaluable. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What Jai has created is an Essential Island Living Google graphics folder, which Aisha, I just thought of, maybe we should just start dropping the ones that you do with the schedules and stuff into Jai's folder. So Jai, if you could connect with Ui and get her, give her access, because she makes all of the like Monday, here's the classes, Tuesday, here's the classes, and so forth. That would be perfect. So it's pinned in the business group. If you're not on Facebook, you can reach out to one of us and we can share the Google Drive link. And we've been posting and using his graphics, both story and square size, for all of the kits. But I think he just said he finished. Did you finish monthly promos, Jai, or you were working on it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, it's in there. So, yep. So definitely save that. I just added that particular folder to my Google Drive so I could easily save those. So thank you so much for that. Jai also is sort of my, I mean, he does all of the scheduling of the posts in our oil study group as well. And he'll send me texts like, I don't have a lot of schoolwork today, so whatever you have for me to do. So you are freaking amazing, and we totally appreciate you. A lot of people are saying immunity and mind and mood. That seems to be the two. Yeah. Marissa said, I would love to just brainstorm script ideas to reach out to people old and new-ish. Okay, that's great. Nobody really liked my small breakout room sessions. For like a month after, Jai's like, are we doing that again? Because I have to prepare for that. But yeah, so who wants to share what their script might sound like, whether it's text or picking up the phone and calling somebody? Anybody wanna, what did your mom write?
Tasha said to clone me.
Oh,
my mom said she
and your mom
want
said one is enough. Oh my gosh. And then somebody is interested in a hexagon shelf, Jai. So okay, so anybody wants to role play that? Everybody's thinking. All right. So I always try, and I've gotten better. Somebody just left. I think they're worried that I was going to put them in a small group. So I always try, and I've learned, and you guys will see that I still make these mistakes of giving less up front so that they have to come to me for more. So in a past life, I'm actually waiting for my tech service to come out with like a whole series of texts. But what I would do is probably give a little less, like, hey, so and so, and always make it personal. Like sometimes with some people, you don't want to just come in hot with the oils, right? You know, hey, Kate, how are you doing? Like, you know, how are the girls? What's happening? How's work? Okay. So you're going to reach out and then say, by the way, have you heard about these new wellness kits that doTERRA has? So then if they say, yes, I did, or no, I didn't, then where you go next is going to differ, right? Oh, you did? Is there anyone that you're excited about? Do you have any specific questions about them, right? Here, would you like, let me send you a graphic about that particular series and the freebies that are attached to it. Oh, you know a lot about it. Did you know about the freebies too? If they say, no, I haven't heard about them, are you interested? doTERRA came out with 3 amazing wellness programs, which basically take the guesswork out of the products that you need. I'm totally winging it right now, by the way. That totally take the guesswork out of what you need every single month to support you in either immunity, mind and mood, or pain and relief. Are there any of those 3 areas that interest you? And then just so everything is kind of like a, a, a regular conversation, right? Where you're feeding off of their vibes, right? And if they ghost you after you say, you know, have you heard about those kits? You know, I still, and this is where it depends. A few days later, I'll say like, hey, you never got back to me, but I wanted to make sure you didn't miss out on this information. And I would send one graphic that maybe has the 3 different wellness tracks. Try to keep a graphic that's not too busy in there. And just say, if you have any questions, if you're interested at all, let me know. I would love to help support you. Okay. So a no now doesn't mean a no forever. A ghost. You guys, I'm really good about texting, but if you don't ever hear back from me right away, we're busy, right? I mean, like we have things going on. So sometimes I'll put my phone down, I'll check a text, I'll put my phone down, and by the time I pick it up 10 or 15 minutes later, I actually forgot about that text. So you just never know what people are doing or what's going on with them. So I think that giving little touches is never a bad thing. But okay, let me go into the chat. Marissa, winging it but killing it. I can't write fast enough. Go back and watch the replay. Don't hurt your hands. Okay. Janelle made a pamphlet with it. She can put it in the drive as well. And Jai said, yeah, so please get connected. If you do have a OneDrop account, I did find a trifold about the wellness kit. So now along with the LLV trifold from Zimmer, I'm adding the wellness trifold to it as well. The only thing about that one is it doesn't have the bonus add-ons, but it's all right. What emailing system do I use? Well, I use Flowdesk. I have a code for it in the like a link in the builders group, but it doesn't create the content. Yeah, so we still have to put Zimmer's wellness kit trifold though is more of an enrollment kit trifold. So I decided to stick with her original Living doTERRA Naturally trifold and then give the additional wellness program trifold. Sorry, I'm looking up at them as I'm talking about them. But if you haven't bought a Zimmer trifold yet, that's a great one to get started with for sure. I love that thing. Oh, the one from OneDrop, actually both of them, Fraser. I messaged Lisa Zimmer and I asked her. Neither of them did the add-ons to their trifold. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I'm not great with, I mean, I'm a really good email checker, but I think texting is definitely the new way to communicate with people. I still send my emails though, because obviously I don't know everybody. And just a friendly reminder, as you're enrolling people, please remind them that they will begin to get emails from me. And you know that we try not to be too irritating, but we give out really great, like this last customer email that I reminded everybody about ongoing product ed, there was that 30 fall roller bottle recipe guide that was free. It was pretty awesome. So you know, just let them know we've had a lot of people unsubscribing, and so I know I've been emailing more, but I want to remind people about ongoing product education, which FYI, we're changing the topics for this next round. So this Sunday, tomorrow, Tosh does have a 4 p.m. relief pain and EOS class. And then on Sunday, I'm teaching, I got my oils, now what? But then our next 7 classes after that are on fitness, lifelong vitality, cooking, personal care, cleaning, essential oils with children, and I'm doing one on hidden gems of the world. So all of these uncommon oils that we have that we don't use very often. So I'm kind of excited about that. We do need a volunteer to teach the essential oils and kids class. Obviously, a lot of us are equipped to teach that class, but we are looking for a leader to step up and participate in teaching that class if anybody is interested. So that's the next series of our ongoing product education. So you know what, you guys, it's 9:22. If nobody else has anything else, we can go ahead and wrap it up. But I just wanted to help you get ahead.
Hey, Liza, you missed my question. I had a. Hey, Liza, I'm wondering. Oh, maybe you can't hear.
I can hear.
Oh. Hey, Liza, I asked whether you were going to be sending out an email on the wellness kits. Are you going to send, like, you know, when you send out your emails, are you going to be sending one out in the beginning? Do you know what day you're going to do that? Because I'm thinking I want to make a call after that email or on that day, since they're going to get the email.
So I don't create the content for my emails. My assistant does that. My goal is to always have that email out by the 5th of the month. So she's pretty on it. She's probably working on it already. And she's pretty good. We talk and I send her like, this is the information. So I would say no later than the 5th, but I can't give you an exact date because she creates it. I go in, I edit it, and I check it and make sure that it's what I like and stuff. But the goal is to have that email out by the 5th of the month. So you can expect for that to go out by the 5th of the month. And then it gives me time. All of the people that enrolled last month, I put into the Flowdesk system so that all of their emails are added and so forth. So let me check because I don't want to miss anybody else's questions. Yes, okay. Let's see. Yes, Tasha's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Essential Oils and Pain. And she does have a 9 a.m. EO 101 if you have anybody. All right, let's turn on our cameras and take our team pick. Okay, all right. Screen 1. Give me your best cheese. And then let's go to screen 2. Maya. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for showing up for yourselves, for your communities. Hi, Temana. I see you. Thank you so much for showing up for yourselves, for your businesses, for your communities. That was an amazing share about Helichrysum. Thank you to Tosh and Mata and everybody else. This community just fills my soul and my heart every single week. So thank you for showing up, and we will see you guys. What do we have coming up next is our next team call. Invite to ongoing product education, Essential Oil 101 classes. And then our next big thing is going to be that Tony Robbins training on October 10th at 8:30 a.m. If you haven't registered yet, do that. Love and appreciate every single one of you. Have a great night. Bye.